This is a 3-part video, and if I got chucked out of here tomorrow, I get chucked out with my shirt and whatever I could carry. Before we get ahead of ourselves, I want to bring your attention. I want to bring your attention to something. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Alpha Omega occasionally, but you know that anyway. Do you know, not every video resonates with my audience, with you guys. Maybe it's because I have a lot of variety in what I talk about, but the crux of the content of the channel is Thailand. And in this particular video, and this is really from the heart, I always say when I'm passionate, because I heard something yesterday that just really cut into me. And what I'm saying is, I am genuinely 100%, I'm sorry I came to Thailand. I'm not sorry I'm here. I don't want to leave here. I respect Thailand. The fact that I'm sorry for coming to Thailand has a lot more to do with me than it has to do with Thailand. But I just tell you that, the vulnerability, and I've said this a million times before, the vulnerability of living here. And I'm speaking to you 3 weeks after applying for my annual visa, and I'm still waiting. And I know that every year, no news is good news, you see, but every year I go on the day my visa expires to immigration. You have to go because your visa expires, you see, and you hand in your passport, and then they come out half an hour later and give it back to you with the visa in it. This is in the immigration office. But you see, talking about it like that, it sounds fairly run-of-the-mill, fairly straightforward. Just like driving in Thailand sounds run-of-the-mill, that's fairly straightforward, but it's bloody well not. But you see, when you wake up, and you know this if you live here, when you wake up on the day your visa expires, that's it. Your visa is expiring on that particular day. And you try and tell me that doesn't render you into a vulnerable state of mind. I feel vulnerable today. It's a Thursday, and I am happy. At the end of the day, we're not here forever. We'll all be dead, and nothing really matters. And I said this a million times. It matters why we're here, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. So I'm worried about my visa. I wouldn't say I'm worried about it. I'm just indifferent about it at this stage. Let them do it. Let them get it done. But you see, being sorry for coming to Thailand, there's a lot more to that than meets the eye. This is part 2. You find me here in Lotus's apostrophe S, although I don't know why they have the apostrophe, because that's possessive. Lotus is what? Lotus is supermarket? That's what it is. Lotus is mall? That's what it is. Anyway, I'll tell you what it is. It's a pain in the ass to realise in your 61st year that you could have made a mistake. I don't regret. See, this is the difference. I'm sorry I came here, but I don't regret I'm sorry I came here, but I'm not sorry that I'm living here. I enjoy. Oh, by the way, if you want to know what I'm eating, that's what I'm eating. It's called braised beef shank with rice. So there you go. It doesn't look too It doesn't look like a shank to me, but it's braised and it's with rice. Anyway, this is it. This has become a feature of our channel in recent times, and I am sorry because of the vulnerability. You know, I'm enjoying this today. I'm here by myself on a Thursday morning, looking forward to the weekend, have my day kind of planned out. And in the back of my mind, niggling in the back of my mind, I mightn't be here. There's a possibility that I might be here in 2 weeks from now, or 3 weeks from now, whenever it is my visa comes through. I'm going to taste this. And that's why I'm sorry I came here. Because I don't like living on a knife edge. I don't like living in uncertainty. I mean, we all live in uncertainty. We're all going to fucking die. We're all going to die. That's nice. I mean, the portion wouldn't fit a hole in your tooth. I mean, it's quite small. But what can you expect? I think it was 60 baht. What can you expect for 60 baht? It's well worth it. Oh, exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. This place is fairly empty. That's only because it's just gone 10:30. This is buzzing all day long. This is, if you're wondering where it is, it's Fortune Town on the Ratchet Afisic Road, and it's right beside what was Tesco Lotus, was now just Lotuses with the apostrophe S, whatever that means. And it's fairly empty at this hour of the morning, and you can have the place to yourself, and it's wonderful. But see, the main issue with me is, and the reason I'm sorry, I've got a family, I've got a son, and if something were to go wrong with my visa, that meant my visa would not be renewed, I'd be chucked out of this place. It doesn't matter how many kids you have, you can be chucked out, and that's something to bear in mind. Imagine your whole life disrupted. That's scary. That is scary. They wouldn't deny you. They wouldn't be denying you access to your family. But to get access to your family, you'd have to take your family out of Thailand. That's really nice. I don't dispute the fact that they can do whatever they really want like, and they can. They want to keep Thailand for the Thais. Yeah, it's fair play to them. It's a pity other governments, especially in Europe, don't think the same way. But when you're on the receiving end, it's a different story. It's like all those people that support the death penalty. It's all right as long as you're not on the receiving end. How many people would support the death penalty if they're on death row? So, I'm in limbo. I'm always in limbo. I'll be forever in limbo because I'm the internal guest. This is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. I'm so glad I got this. Braised beef, huh? If you're interested anyway, 60 baht for this and 30 baht for the Coke. Or sorry, Pepsi. I thoroughly recommend this. But before we get ahead of ourselves, I want to bring your attention. I want to bring your attention to something. Have a look at that. It's appearing on your screen now. Or have a look at this. I mentioned this in the previous video. This is the top 10 countries listed. Somebody's list of the top 10 countries in the world for food. And I give scores there, 98. Thailand, number 1. Are you serious? I mean, it's nice. But have you ever eaten Middle Eastern food? I've spent a year in Dubai. I've eaten Lebanese food, Egyptian food. God damn, it knocks this on the head. Thailand, number 1. No way, Jose. Italy, it's pretty good, but I wouldn't put you at number 2. But I mean, you're all right. I mean, the whole world eats pizza. Japan, there or thereabouts, just like Thailand, there or thereabouts, but not necessarily in my book number 1. Spain, I'd say they're all right, middle of the table there. And I said it before, no, and there's no disrespect to any of our Kiwi viewers. But what the hell is New Zealand doing at number 6? What the hell is New Zealand doing there at all? And I put Ireland in the same boat, by the way. I don't know where they're going with this. Sri Lanka, I don't know. I've never been to Sri Lanka. Greece, yeah, I suppose Greece is all right. Should be there. South Africa, I don't know what they're doing. I honestly don't know what they're doing there. Honest to God. And Peru, I mean, come on, what the hell? I mean, whoever, I wonder what they were, what were they on when they were making that list? You see, if I was hungry, if I was a foodie, I wouldn't be living here. This is very nice. But it's not exquisite. It's just boiled rice with beef, braised beef. Very nice. In my personal opinion, to ease my concern, wouldn't it be wonderful that if you had a Thai sibling and you were married to a Thai national and you were contributing to the Thai economy, that they'd allow you at least permanent residency based on that? The fact that I could lose my family because my visa wouldn't be renewed and I'd be out. Thailand's one of the only countries in the world, I wouldn't say one of the only countries in the world, but there's other countries in the world that don't do that. The family comes first, and in Ireland it'd be a very exceptional circumstance. You have to go to the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court of Ireland, to evict somebody from the country, let's say, if they had a family. But here, they can just do it. I think that Thailand will always be a destination for travellers. I think it'll always be probably number 1 in the world, or one of the top destinations in the world for travellers, for tourism. But for people looking to move here, to retire here, to marry here, I think it's fallen out of favour. I really do. And if I had and I said this before on another video, but it was on a different theme. That was more to being married. And if I wasn't married, I'd be in Spain. But that's the thing, you see. Disregarding the fact that I'm married, it's just the vulnerability of being here. The more I have nothing. I have nothing anywhere else. Everything I have is in Thailand. I don't have any bank accounts elsewhere. I don't have any property elsewhere. Everything I have is in Thailand. And if I got chucked out of here tomorrow, I get chucked out with my shirt and whatever I could carry. That's a daunting prospect. So why should we be singing the praises? I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a wonderful place. The people are the friendliest in the world. I love Thailand.
But why should we go on? Why are these idiots going on out Pattaya and all this kind of bullshit when you're living in the most vulnerable circumstances you could possibly be in terms of security of tenure? When I said it wouldn't fill a hole in your tooth, it looked that way. There's stuff everywhere, look messy as hell. It looked that way. But I'm starting to feel full now. It's well worth it. Jesus, this is well worth it. So, I've got a few things to do here. I've got some equipment to buy. But before I do that, and one of the reasons I can afford to do that is because of the support of you guys. So, I just want to thank the following people who've bought me a coffee and supported this channel and have absolutely supported our next scene or the next part of this video. Stay tuned for that. Anyway, Gary Robertson, thank you very, very much indeed. You're very, very kind. Someone, you don't give me your name, but I'm sure you recognise, I hope, your handle, someone. And another someone who's a different person. I know it's a different person because there's a different logo or whatever you want to call it there. Thank you very much for your support. And if I didn't mention it before, Steve H. Thank you very much for your support. So lads, if you want to help me out, just scan the QR code or click the link below to buy me a coffee, because it does go a long way to help me produce these videos. Anyway, I'm off to buy some new equipment, and then I'm going to go home, and then I'm going to do a bit of my online work, and then I'm going to shoot the next scene. Stay tuned. So guys, it's a bit later. It's quite a bit later. I intended to do this by the pool, but the rainy season has not ended. And that's another reason I'm sorry I came to Thailand. The monsoon season. Honest to God, it's just far too long. It's far too long. It goes from June, and this is the end of October. We're reaching the end of it now. We're supposed to be. But I was all set up to make this part 3 by the pool of an evening with a Leo. My third Leo of the week, and this is Thursday, just to put everyone's mind at ease. Here we go. There we are. So it's the end of the evening, the end of the day, and I'm chilling out. We're supposed to be chilling out. Can't chill out here. I'm in the foyer of the building in the complex. We're in one of the 4 buildings of the complex where I live, and there's no air conditioning here, no fans. There's mosquitoes all over the bloody place. They had a mat here, a rug here, that the things used to breed in. Thank God they took that away. It was a sort of shite pile thing. But being sorry that I moved to Thailand, that is the truth. I would much rather be, put it this way, I have a wife and I have a son. I wouldn't change that for anything. But as I said earlier on in this video, it's the insecurity and the vulnerability of living on a visa. I mean, imagine anyone else, somebody else telling you, I think I said this before in a different video, that they were living on a visa, on an annual visa that they had to renew, and there was no guarantee, but yet they invested all their time, money and energy into living in that country. And that's exactly what I've done. And it could be obliterated, without trying to sound too dramatic, with the stroke of a pen. I'm not being dramatic. I'm just letting you know how I feel. I am sorry. I'd much rather be in the south of France or the south of Spain or the south of Greece. South, where it's nice and warm. Or warmer. Because I've got an EU passport. I'd much rather be. I'd live in a caravan. Or as you say in the States, a trailer. I'd live in a trailer. Even a small trailer. A 2-berth or a 3-berth trailer. In Benidorm. Or in the south. The far south. Of somewhere in the far south of Spain. Without a doubt. Without a shadow of a doubt. I don't need luxury. I don't need all the trappings. I just need happiness and peace of mind. I have happiness here with my wife and son and living in this beautiful country of Thailand with the beautiful Thai people. But I haven't got peace of mind. I wonder if you got peace of mind. You know, Thailand is so attractive for us because they don't allow immigration. If immigration was what it is in Europe, who'd want to come here? It would be in the same sorry state as Europe is. And that's not going to happen anytime soon because they keep us under control. That's going down. That's going down very nicely. So, tomorrow's Friday. It's now 9:15 and I'm geared and right down. And just as I finish talking to you, the rain is easing. Could have been out there by the pool talking to you. But I know that nothing in life is certain, obviously. But if you're living in your own country and you have your own setup, you've got peace of mind. You've got some kind of a surety. But living in a place like this where you've got absolutely nothing, you're a non-immigrant. That's what it says on your passport. That's the visa. Non-immigrant. They make it quite clear. And yet, you and I invest everything we have into staying here. And if it all goes belly up, maybe you're in a better position than me. But as I said earlier, if it all goes belly up for me, I've got absolutely nothing. I'll be carrying this camera, this microphone. I've got 3 computers. I'll take one of them of a MacBook. I'll take the MacBook. I've got an iMac here and an iMac up in Pontutini. That's all. I'll leave that. And I'll Kerry Express or UPS the other MacBook or the other iMac wherever I'm going. It's all in the back of my mind, and it's all in the back of my mind all of the time. You have to have a plan B because your situation here is not guaranteed, and it never will be unless you're one of the lucky ones that was able to get permanent residency or even a Thai passport. And by the way, that would be a privilege. So, I don't know where you are in relation to your peace of mind, or in relation to your. See, I'm sweating. Look, I'm sweating. There's no aircon in here, and that's one thing I don't feel. I'm not sorry for. I'm not sorry for moving the time because of the heat, and it is uncomfortable. But I'd much rather be uncomfortable with the heat than uncomfortable with the cold any day. If you're wondering about the music, and I do apologise, but I have put not necessarily links to, but the description of the music in each video. The music in this video is this. That's Airstream. Well, it's Airstream, and the tune is called West Coast Blues. You won't find it anywhere. You won't find it on YouTube. I tried to look for it on YouTube so as to tell you where to find it. It's not on. West Coast Blues is on YouTube, but it's a different tune altogether, and it's ages old. If you want to find it, you've got to go on to upbeat.com. That's where I get all my music, and it's West Coast Blues by Airstream on upbeat.com. So I'm fairly upbeat, even though I'm very pensive. I'm very unsure about my future. And even when I get, please God, even when I get my visa approved, or if I get my visa approved, there's always an if, I'll still have to do it again this time next year. And I'll be in exactly the same situation. So guys, let me know what situation you're in and how you feel about that situation. I'm just going to kick back, finish me Leo, might have another one before I hit the sack, and have me cornflakes. That's what I like to do. What do you like to do before you go to bed? Keep it country. Anyway lads, leave it in the comment section. Anyway lads, if you haven't done so already, click the like button, the share button, subscribe button. Do all those wonderful things. And I'll bring you back another wonderful video very soon. Thanks for joining me.